What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to Bruce and Stephanie Comics. My name is Bruce, and it is time yet for another comic book speculation recommendation. The video where I look off into the future at final order cutoff and new comic book day of next week. That's right, guys, we look into the future so that way you guys have enough time to put in your pre-orders for your final order cutoff picks, and then also reach out to your local LCS and tell them, hey, I was watching Bruce's speculation recommendations video. I like what he had to say. I did my research. I agree with him, and I would like a couple extra copies of these books, and this way I can start to make this hobby fund itself. And it is time for those weekly reminders. We have two that we tell you guys about each and every single week, and the first one is to always do your own research. That's right, guys. I want you guys to do your own research, and that is very important because I am going to suggest some books to you guys today that I think has some decent spec behind it, but you guys should always do your own research. You should go check other comic book YouTubers you trust, other comic book websites that you trust, and other comic book apps that you trust. So this way you guys have the most information possible to make the best decisions possible for yourself, because guys, remember, you are spending your own hard-earned money, not mine, your own hard-earned money, and it's very important to trust what you're going to spend your money on. So do your own research. That's always going to be my number one tip for you guys. And what is my other reminder? Do you guys remember? And that is that sometimes the books that I will speak about in today's video will shift back to a different final order cutoff date or a new comic book day release date. So sometimes I will speak about a book week after week because its release date gets moved week after week, and there is a book on today's video that has happened to. Can you guys pick which one? Let me know down in the comments. First up, just like each and every single week, we're going to start off with my final order cutoff picks for September 5th for your DC books and September 6th for your Marvel and Indies. Diving right into my FOC spec, we're going to start off with the covers. That's right, guys, I always pick some covers that I think stand out among the rest that might be worth a little extra money down the line just because of how gorgeous these covers are. And the first one up is Wonder Girl number 4, the B cardstock cover. This is absolutely gorgeous. Just look at this. I'm looking at it on my screen down here. It is fantastic. I have been loving all of the Wonder Girl covers, and this one is just a standout among all the rest. It's awesome. It's better than 1, 2, and issue 3. Number 4, the B cardstock cover. Pick it up, guys. $4.99. Well worth the money. I do have a second cover to share with you guys, and it is just different from everything else I saw on FOC, and that is Money Shot issue number 15, the B black bag cover. This is really cool. It's $6.99, so a little more expensive than the other covers, but guys, check it out. It's black and white. It's got a naked girl on the cover. She is covering her bits with some things, but it's super cool. I really like the art style. I just like this book because, again, it's different, and sometimes different sells, and I think this could be pretty cool. Probably wrong, but it just stood out among the rest, and I wanted to share it with you guys. You guys, let me know down in the comments below which one is better. Wonder Girl, issue number 4, the B cover, or Money Shot, number 15, the B cover. Guys, let me know what you think down in the comments. With those two gorgeous covers out of the way, let's dive into my two books that I have for FOC spec. And the first one up is Miles Morales Spider-Man number 30. That's right, issue number 30. And why do I have it on this list? Well, there are two reasons, guys. And the first one is that this is the anniversary special celebrating 10 years since Miles Morales was first introduced, which is pretty cool. It's not a huge spec thing, but it's pretty cool. But the bigger piece is that this has the first cover appearance of Miles Morales' new costume, which debuted in issue number 29 in the guts. This is on the cover. Guys, take a look. What do you think? Do you like his new costume or do you hate it? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I think this is absolutely hot garbage. I don't think it's going to be around for a very long time, but I could be wrong. And that's why I'm putting it on this list, because if this is more than just a flash in the pan and he's going to wear this suit for a long time, and we possibly might see this in the MCU or somewhere else, I think it's important to have the first cover appearance of Miles Morales' new costume. Alright, guys, the second and last book on my FOC spec list is Something is Killing the Children, issue number 20. Now, why do you ask? You're probably thinking to yourself, Bruce, why should we care about issue number 20 of Something is Killing the Children? Well, this is the origin story of Erica Slaughter, specifically her initiation into the Order of St. George, and this also has the bonding ceremony with her monster. She's going to be permanently bonded to her monster, which is the key piece to me. I think actually not her initiation, but the actual bonding ceremony with her monster, because I believe that's going to be a very important character further down the line for Erica Slaughter. But those are my 2 books on FOC. Let's jump in to my new comic book day spec. All right, guys, let's talk about my new comic book day spec for September 8th of 2021. Just like FOC, we're gonna start off with my cover picks. Covers that are so awesome and sexy that I think they are spec worthy. And the first one up is Green Lantern Annual #1. I know it was on my new comic book day list last week, but it got shifted. I warn you guys every single every single video that sometimes books shift to a different date, and this is shifted again to this week. So we get Green Lantern Annual #1, the B cardstock cover. This cover is amazing. Check this cover out with Jessica Cruz in, is that a yellow uniform? Yes. If you guys watched last week, you guys know that Jessica Cruz is switching to the Sinestro Corps. That's right, guys, the Sinestro Corps. She's changing from a Green Lantern to a Sinestro Corps member. Pretty cool, spec worthy in its own, and this has, I guess, the first cover appearance of her in that Sinestro Corps uniform. Cover A does as well, but come on, you guys all know this B cover is way better than cover A. But guys, let me know, are you guys gonna be picking up cover A or cover B, or not picking this up at all? All right, guys, next up, we have Champions #9. I had this on my FOC spec list a while back. Now it's on my new comic book day spec list, and that is because we have 3 characters that I believe are gonna be super important to the MCU further down the line. We have Miles Morales, Kamala Khan, and Sam Alexander as Nova. I think this is very important because I think we are going to get a Sam Alexander Nova. We are getting Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan in a Disney Plus show, and there are possible hints that Miles Morales could be showing up in Spider-Man No Way Home. And if he doesn't, we know he's coming. We know he's coming. It's just a matter of when. And when these 3 characters take center stage for the MCU, this cover could be just cool. I mean, come on. These 3 characters smashing through the Champions logo. It's cool. It's sexy. Has all 3 characters on it. Is it their first cover appearance together? No. I just think it's really cool, and that's why I think it's spec worthy. But guys, what is my last cover? What is it? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, it is TMNT, The Last Ronin, issue #4, the John Gang cover. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but guys, this cover is so freaking cool. There is a trade dress in Virgin. I think the trade dress actually looks better than the Virgin, but guys, those are my 3 covers. Let's dive into the books that are on my new comic book day spec list. All right, guys, we got those new comic book day covers out of the way. Let's dive into the spec. That's right, the books that have actual spec in the guts of the book. And the first book that we're going to talk about is Batman issue #112. This has the first cameo appearance of Peacekeeper X. I think that's important. I'm a huge Batman fan. I'm not ashamed of it. I love that goddamn character. I also really enjoy James Tynion's The Fourth Batman run so far. I think he's introduced a lot of great characters. I think these characters could be important in the grand scheme of Batman lore down the line. So that's why I think all the first appearances and cameo appearance of his characters are going to be important. So that's why I think you guys should consider picking up Batman #112, first cameo appearance of Peacekeeper X. Guys, let me know down in the comments if you think James Tynion's new characters are spec worthy, or if you think I'm just crazy, which we all know I'm crazy. Alright, guys, and the next book on my spec list is Black Manta #1. Now, there's a few reasons why this book is on the list. This character's been around for a long time, and guess what? He's never had his first solo series. Well, that's changing next week on New Comic Book Day with Black Manta #1. It's his first ever solo series. We get 3 first appearances in this book. We get Galeos, Tord, and Devil Ray. My guess is those are Black Manta's new minions. But guys, what do you guys think? Black Manta, isn't it a character worthy of specking on? Could we see him be the big bad in Aquaman 2? That movie's, I believe, in production, or at least pre-production. But guys, that's my second book on my list. What is the third book on my list? Stick around, find out. Alright, guys, and the last book on my new comic book day spec list is a fun one in Star Wars Adventures #9. The first appearance of Boba Fett within the Star Wars Adventure storyline. That's pretty cool. I know there's a lot of Boba Fett fans out there who are probably gonna love this. I got the cover on screen. It's a really cool cover. I believe this is the 1 in 25 or the B cover. I forgot to write it down in my notes which one it is, but it's a cool cover. We got a first appearance of Boba Fett, the man, the myth, the legend. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Guys, let me know which one was your favorite cover and your favorite spec down in the comments. My favorite cover is probably gonna have to be that Wonder Girl 4 cover, the B cardstock cover. I also do really like all of them. It's hard for me to choose. Come on, you know I like them all. That's why I put them on this list. But also, which one was your spec choice? I think the best spec of everything I said in today's video is that Green Lantern Annual #1, where Jessica Cruz switches from the Green Lantern Corps to the Sinestro Corps. But guys, you guys let me know down in the comments. Hey, if you guys are new to the channel and you guys are not subscribed, consider getting yourself subscribed, hitting that bell for notifications, and smashing that like button before you turn this video off. That's gonna do it. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.